and a big roundup of the epic sale. How is everyone today? Well, the first thing I have to say is a massive thank you to everyone that has ordered across the epic sale. It has been our most epic sale ever, and it is greatly appreciated by all of us here. So thank you so much for that. We've just had a quick debrief. That's why I'm a touch late this morning. So it has been huge, an absolute monster. So we do appreciate that. So this morning I've just got a few updates, obviously, on all of that kind of stuff, but I'll wait for everyone to get in. Good morning, everyone. And for those in the North Island, particularly the upper half of the North Island, spotted weather for you right now, I understand. And it looks like we're going to get it here too. So that, with any luck, will mean that if you've got your yarn, you'll be able to sit at home and do a little bit of knitting, which will be good. Would you believe yesterday I finally managed to carve an hour out to sit down with the scrappy blanket and actually do an hour's worth of crochet on my blanket, which was great. And it was good. I really, really enjoyed it. To be able to do that, like pop the audio book in, and it was great. It was just what I needed, actually, because I literally have not hooked or knit a stitch in over 2 weeks, and I missed it. So it was actually really nice to do. Oh gosh, and I'm just looking a bat in the cave. God, I'm charming, aren't I? Oh, I swear. I know it's Monday. It's one of those days. Patricia, you're knitting up a new blanket and pulse. I know. So I was actually, it's funny you should say that, Patricia. I was finishing off I think the one showed you guys last time, which was a trial die that we had, and then I've just started into a little ball of pulse that we had. So I did that, and then I'm about to launch in, and I've got one of it still sitting down here, into this, which, I mean, before you all go, it's acrylic. Yes, it is acrylic, but it's really pretty colours, and it's going to go fabulous in the blanket, because I've already got some leftovers from the purple poncho that I finished in the last lockdown, which had a couple of Barocco yarns, which were a similar sort of yarn to this. And this is the sort of thing, I mean, I bought this for the reason I bought it is for the colour patterning, and this one will probably stay here as a library yarn, but these are the sorts of things that are actually perfect to throw into a project like this, because they add a little bit of shine, and there's just enough of it that it's not going to overpower the blanket, but it's just a bit of whimsy and fun. And, actually whimsy and fun is allowed. We're allowed to do that. It's okay. So, and as far as synthetics go, this one's actually not too bad. It's quite nice. So that's what's going to go in it next. So that's quite good. So so it was really nice to actually sit down and do a little bit of crochet, which was so good. We are still absolute hands to the pump here. So even though the sale has finished, there's a long tail to the sale for us, because obviously we need to pick and pack orders. So I have been, I've got my little list of things here to do. I have been going through and starting to just clear out some inquiries today. Our picking and packing, we are up to exactly 1 week. So we're now picking and packing into Monday of last week. And hopefully we should have some days that we catch up. Well, that's what we thought this morning, because it was all going swimmingly well. But we have had 2 people have to go into isolation with COVID, one on Friday night, and then literally one an hour ago here. His partner has tested positive. So I know. So it is, if for those who are elsewhere, Hawke's Bay is just heading into our Omicron peak here. So there could be some disruptions with that. We're making do the best we can. And we just have to, it is what it is. And we just need to keep moving, keep going, and just, just keep at it, which is what we're doing. So fingers crossed that we will have no more dropout. So it should be all good. Or any more of us have to self-isolate. Oh, I forgot to turn that off. Never mind. Shop reopens tomorrow. Yay. So fingers crossed, you'll have in the shop tomorrow. So the girls, we've got Cara and Eliza out there madly restocking it at the moment because it is decimated after the sale, because we picked and packed a lot from the shop, obviously, to get current batches, which are all in the shop at the moment, and then we pick and pack those through. So it honestly was looking a little bit threadbare out there. So that has now been, they're madly refilling that at the moment, all ready for tomorrow. The thread waste bin is groaning. In fact, I might go and share a photo of that a little later on. Groaning. So to all our locals who haven't purchased during the sale, but you've been so incredibly patient, we've got some thread waste goodies for you tomorrow. So you will be so excited. I know you'll be. And there is really crazy quirky stuff in there, stuff that's not our core yarns. It's other things from the mill. There is some real cray stuff there. So it's fun. It'll be worth it just coming in to have a look at the thread waste. So that is, so we'll be all up and at 'em from 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Yay! So then we're pretty much back to normal from tomorrow, from a retail perspective. So 10 a.m. To 2 p.m. In regards to Saturdays, I've had a few of you ask me about Saturdays. When are we kicking back off with Saturdays? Our intention is to start Saturdays from the end of the sale. However, now that we've got people on rotating isolation, we're having to sort of put a little bit of a pause on that, because obviously it's putting a bit of strain and pressure on the staff. So it is definitely going to happen, because we want to be open Saturdays again, heading back into the winter season. So fingers crossed, it will be next month or heading potentially into May, early May at the latest. So that's where we're looking. In terms of your orders, I mentioned before we're starting to pack from Monday of last week, which was looking at the dates, 14th, I think, last week. So we're starting, those orders are starting to be packed today. The pick up in stores for all you locals out there with pick up in stores. If you placed an order in the first week in the sale, you can collect those. Those are all there and ready. I better put that, because I'll put that in the newsletter. Pick up in store. But if you placed an order in the second week in the sale, they haven't been packed yet. So all our orders are packed chronologically. So we don't divide them out into regions or where they are or the type of delivery they are. Everything is done chronologically. All our internationals get sort of pulled out, but then they're done chronologically in sort of groups. We tend to do the internationals twice a week. So that's why, but definitely we can confidently say that everyone who has a pickup in store that placed that first week up until the 13th, they are there for collection from tomorrow. So good eye on that. So that's all good. In terms of other goodies to go up, there will be other goodies going up once we sort of get a bit of a breather. We have got some yarns that we were saving for post-sale to give you something really yummy to look forward to. So we just need to, with a few curveballs thrown to us with staffing, we just need to have a look at those before we can do them. But they are happening. And we have, what else do we have? Oh gosh, so much going on. Price increase. I did mention that a lot of prices will be going up from April 1. So I will actually put out, so I'll just put here, I'll advertise what those price increases are, so you will have an idea of what they are currently, what they'll be going to for any planning you need to do. Also, the other big thing happening before the end of the month is Nix will be out. So that is next week. So obviously Ethan and Deb are going to be launching that on Saturday. I am going to I'll probably pull Ethan a week forward and actually get Ethan in this coming Monday, as opposed to the following, which is the Thursday is the 31st, the following week, so we can talk about Nix. So don't you make sure, I know so many of you here are already breakfast bourbon people, but if you don't watch breakfast bourbon on a Saturday morning, you must, because they are doing the big Nix launch on Saturday morning. We're really excited about that. So that's when ours will be going live once they have officially launched. So that's all very exciting. And it's hard because the colours are just literally sitting on the shelves right by our office door. And I walk past them about 6 times a day and they look fabulous. There's some repeat colours, but there's a couple of newbies there and they look so good. They look so good. Really delicious. Just amazing. In terms of designs, there's also been some really amazing designs out right now. Charles, did I see you squeak through on the comments there before, Charles? Charles has got a great pattern out, a new wrap pattern, which I'm actually going to put in the newsletter because it's just an absolute gorgeous, a link to it in the newsletter. I think it's called the Aha Wrap. Is that right, Charles? I think it's the Aha Wrap. And I would have printed it out to show you. It's gorgeous because it's the perfect sort of thing. If you've picked up any of those Lucky Dips or some of the randoms, or even things like this. This was one of the ones that went out last week, Budgie. And you just want, thanks. Great, it is. Thank you, Charles. It's just a really fantastic wrap that you can wrap round or do it as a big bulky scarf, and it's just really beautiful sort of rhythmic stitching. Very zen. Yeah, it is very, very zen, and it's a sort of pattern that I think if you've got a whole bunch of yarn that you're wanting to do something with, particularly if there's some patterning there or have some fun with, this is going to be the perfect wrap for you. And it's the sort of thing I quite like knitting this time of year, so that is definitely well worth doing. The other thing too I would really encourage you to do, if you haven't done, is jump into the speakeasy, because I had a little quick look last night. I hadn't been on all weekend. I had a crazy weekend. Best friend, that's why I was, as you remember, I wasn't here on Friday because the best friend came down. So I spent a few days out with him. And so I finally got to catch up on things last night. There are some absolutely jaw-dropping, fabulous patterns and designs and finished objects in the speakeasy at the moment. Like, woof. So amazing. There was a stunning Petite Knits finished sweater in Arthonia and Kelly & Co. Drool. There's beautiful colourwork sweaters using Pulse and Flight. Amazing. Just there is some really incredible work as part of our epic theme for the month. So if you've got work that you want to share, do make sure you get them posted up, because every post puts you in the draw to win one of our prize packs. So yeah, do definitely do that. Lynn's asking, will we be getting more Flight Naturals DK and Kiwi? Yes, we most definitely will, Lynn. However, it will be a little while away because we've got to, we couldn't, Flight Naturals, you guys, it was like, totally discovered Flight Naturals and went crazy with it because we've got 2 colours out of stock, both Kiwi and Kokako. So those will be hopefully getting an order away in the next couple of weeks, which means they probably won't land to us until about July, August, I would have thought. But yes, I hope maybe July. It depends on how they're going. So definitely. I mean, Flight Naturals were one of the huge hits of the Epic sale, so we're looking forward to getting some more of those orders. So that should be loads of fun. What else have I got on my hot little list? I'm working through all the emails and inquiries at the moment, so if you have sent us something, I do apologise if I miss some. So apparently I've actually had Brendan here, who also does a lot of our IT, this morning, because we've been having some issues with some emails just getting missed. I do trawl through my junk and spam folder for those, but there are some that are coming in and some that aren't, and some that Outlook just decide that, okay, no, we don't think we want you to see that, and they just don't let us show it. So I do apologise profusely. So if you've sent an email to info@skeinz.com and you've not had a response back from us, and that is an email sent before Thursday of last week, because obviously I had 3 days off, so, and I'm chugging through them now. Do the contact form, contact us on the website, because that goes through, that actually avoids the email system. So if you're struggling to get hold of us, try there. and I can pick those up as well, because those don't get filtered out at all. So that's another option. If it's in regards to an order, I'll just reiterate, we are now packing from Monday the 14th. So if it was an order that was prior to that, a whole heap went out on, so all of the, a good chunk of the 11th, 12th, and 13th all went out on Friday night. So those will be being delivered today and tomorrow in most areas. Auckland, there is, depending on where you are with this distribution centre and what sorting centre you are in Auckland, we are experiencing anywhere. Actually, Auckland's coming good, but there are still delays of up to 2 to 3 days there. So just, yeah, it will come. I promise it'll come. It will come. So yes. So there we are. That's where we're at. It's been pretty crazy. It's so good. It's so good to see that everyone is lots of orders are getting through, which is awesome. Good to see you here, Maureen. I do hear you stuck another sneaky one in, you said on social. I saw yesterday, so that was loads of fun. And yes, for the internationals have been going out. I think we'll probably do another international run in the next couple of days for those orders that came in across the weekend. Oh, I can just hear the rain. So there you go. The rain's just started here. I'm not going to gas too much today, because we have got so much to get through, and with 2 team members down, I need to get my skates on. So I want to make sure that everyone has a fantastic week. I will catch up with you on Thursday, and I'll have lots more information. And you'll probably, hopefully, get to see my smiling mug in at the shop tomorrow. But until then, you have a great day, and I will talk to you later in the week. See ya. Bye.